Alright, video game warriors, welcome back to our Ninja Gaiden 4 comprehensive walkthrough series. Hopefully you're doing alright. This is chapter 4, let's get cracking. We've got a lot to do on this chapter. So first of all, we're going to grab that treasure chest up behind us at the back. We've now got access to this new weapon, the rapier weapon, which also acts as a drill as well, which is awesome. It's like a drill lance thing. There's a treasure chest over to our left, so let's grab that bad boy just here. And then we can pick up a bunch of missions and stuff, so let's smash through this. We've got execute Tengu leaders, use the new weapon to defeat 50 demons, find the secret supplies, find the Tengu offering, stock up on all your lotions and potions and all that good stuff from the shop. And then Tyron should have a few bits and bobs to sell us as well. So as we progress through the game, we'll unlock extra stuff through Tyron. So in this instance, we've got Art of Defense level 2. So this one is increases number of blocks up to 6. So it's like consecutive blocks has been increased before your block stance is broken. So that's good stuff. And then we've also got Art of Adornment level 1. This is just an extra accessory slot. So we'll pop that bad boy on as well. And while we're here, we'll grab Reflect. So this is after perfect block, then just press Y to do like a follow-up attack. So good stuff, we'll grab that as well. Let's put that accessory on while I think about it and don't forget it. We can also speak with Tyron as well, so feel free to chat with Tyron. Hopefully he's got some encouraging words for us. So if we slap on over to accessories, we can pop something on. So half damage from ranged attacks, why not? Let's stick it on. That'll do for now. Did we get that treasure chest behind us? I think we did. Yes, we did. Let's push on forward. Just double checking. So with this weapon, in its Blood Raven form, you can hold down the attack button to do like a drill lance thing. So its base attacks, it's really good against like just a single target enemy. It does a really high amount of damage. Also, the obliteration animations on this weapon are just insane. Crazy obliteration animations. Look at it go. It's wild. We've got quite a lot of blood essence orbs there, so I'm just going to use those for ultimate level 2. But in the Blood Raven form, you would go Blood Raven form, and then you would sort of like hold down X to do like a drill, or hold down Y to also drill. And the drill, what a great frame to pause on there. The drill does like consecutive, like continuous damage, sorry, is what I'm trying to say. So as you are kind of like drilling away, it's doing like, you know, continuous damage to the enemy like as it's drilling. So it can do a really high amount of damage. On that note, there is an achievement for doing a high amount of damage in a very short space of time, specifically with this weapon. And it's probably best to do it, the way that I got it was through the Berserk mode and the Berserk finisher specifically. So if you went into Berserk mode and then got a bunch of enemies together and then used the Berserk finisher like there, something like that should trigger the achievement for this weapon. So just to go over it again, it's a very high amount of damage in a very short space of time, specifically using this weapon to get the achievement. So yeah, like I say, the way that I got it was I did the Berserk finisher like that, and it should trigger the achievement. Anyway, so pushing on forward, we've got a treasure chest just tucked away on the left side there, and then we've got this bit's like a bit of a stealth bit. So I mean, you can be stealthy here if you want to, although we're not playing Tenchu Stealth Assassins, so you don't really have to be stealthy. You can just Ninja Gaiden your way through if you want to. I usually find it best to wait for those enemies to walk by and then RB across. Assassinate this guy first, and then this guy second, and then there's another enemy just tucked away here for that enemy, and then we're going to RB up to that ledge, cross, then we can assassinate this bad boy, and then we can assassinate this bad boy, and ideally we want to get back up. I think the enemies that like originally walked by, they start to sort of like walk back again. I'm not sure. I think they'll probably spot us at this point, to be totally fair. Maybe not. Maybe that guy will. But yeah, you don't really have to be stealthy, but if you want to, you can do, of course. Right, so why not? If you get a chance to play Tenchu Stealth Assassins, by the way, please play it. Like, Tenchu is probably one of my favourite game series of all time. It's so good. Rikimaru and Ayame working for Lord Gourdie. It's just awesome. It's so good. Anyway, we're going to head up top of here. This is got quite an important treasure chest for us up the top of this section, so make sure to head on up and grab this bad boy because it has a, I think it's a black scale. So yeah, that's got a black scale in there, so really important item. Make sure to grab that bad boy. That goes towards a maximum health upgrade. So other than that, I think that's that section kind of cleared. So I'm going to push on forward. Tenchu Stealth Assassin that guy. Tenchu Stealth Assassin that guy. Let us know in the comments if you played some Tenchu. Great game series. I've got a second YouTube channel called Video Game Galaxy, and I do no commentary long plays on that channel. And there is some Tenchu stuff on that over there. Well, there's quite a lot of Tenchu stuff on Video Game Galaxy, to be fair. I've done a few no commentary long plays. I think I did Tenchu 1, which is PlayStation 1, and I've also covered Tenchu 2, which is also PlayStation 1. But yeah, it's a very good game series. So in terms of these enemies, the game is introducing us here to these Tengu enemies. They can be a bit of a pain. You'll notice that I'm just using the drill attack like a lot. So just try and get the drill attack to connect with those enemies, and it will sort them out pretty quickly. Once again, with the drill stuff, it's just Raven form, so hold down left trigger and then hold down X. That's a really bad example because it went through the ground. So hold down X to do one type of drill, and then hold down Y to do the alternate attack while in Raven form. So that's that. Treasure chest up top here as well. So there was a treasure chest at the back of this area over there, and then there was also a treasure chest just up the top of that ledge. Then we want to go down the left and we'll run across. Some enemies will join the party. Give them the ultimate treatment. You can also just guillotine them off a cliff. So go for it. Chest over there, treasure chest with the incense of rebirth inside. Yeah, I'm not sure why they can't just they don't fly back up, even though they've got wings and they fly to join the fight in the first place. But I'm not complaining because it makes the fight a lot easier. just by throwing them off a cliff. So, you know, anything to make our life easier. Let's go for it. So, moving on forward, we get introduced to another new enemy, which is these bad boys. So if they have the shield up, then they will like deflect the ultimate technique, but the shield has to be like a certain, it's kind of like, I'm trying to show you on this guy, but if they've kind of got like the shield kind of like fully in shield mode, it will like deflect a lot of attacks, including ultimate technique. So if you see that they're like fully shielded up, it's going to deflect your attacks. So what you would do is the standard procedure. You would go Blood Raven form and you would just smash through it with an attack, and it will break their shield stance. I'll see if I can show you again in a sec on this enemy. So yeah, just to point out, we've got a treasure chest there on the left hand side before going onto this bridge, and then we're going to pop onto the bridge. So if let's try an ultimate technique and see if he shields up. The shield has to go like a certain, it's kind of like a white, I didn't really have shield up there, but the shield is kind of like highlighted white. It almost looks, it kind of looks like it's got an outline around it. But yeah, if they're kind of like shielded, then just be aware that they're going to deflect certain attacks. Go for the old drill. This weapon is so brutal. I love it so much. Let's go try for a flying swallow, perhaps. He's not having it. Let's go for a drill. This guy seems to have like a lot of health. He's taken like 4 drill attacks. This guy, I'm not sure if we can, I'm going to try and guillotine him off the ledge. Beautiful. Fantastic. So yeah, that's that. There's nothing else too crazy here. We're just going to jump on into this cave. Some enemies will join the party. I'll try for an ultimate. I'll do the trick. Nice. I'll never get tired of the obliteration animations on this weapon. So in this cave we have a treasure chest over to the left wall, so grab that and then we're going to grapple on up and smash through. If memory serves, we can sort of like make our way back round this cave, like round to the back of it in a sec. We've got to push forward a little bit first though, and we get like a glider thing that Yakumo can use to sort of like glide through the wind current, so we get access to that glider on this specific level. I mentioned, I think it was on chapter 1, where there's a mission that you can get but you can't do because you need the glider to actually complete the mission. Well, not complete the mission, but you need the glider to get access to the mission. And I think the mission is called something like defeat otherworldly invaders or something along those lines. So don't forget that when you finish the game one time, you then get access to chapter select, so you can drop into any chapter whenever you want and you can go and do different stuff. So that once you've got access to chapter select, that's when you would go back to chapter 1, and then you can use the glider to access the mission and complete it. So yeah, here nothing too crazy. We're just going to pick up the glider, stock up on your lotions and potions if you need to. I think the way to go is into that wind current there, but we're going to completely ignore that and just follow this path around. I think there's some kind of RB thing. I couldn't see the RB, but I had faith it was there, so I just went for the jump. So a few wall runs. I'm pretty sure this leads us to a mission. I'm going to try, see if we can get the shield thing, so I can show you. So it looks, if you can see, it looks like a little bit kind of white and shiny-ish. So if you see that sort of like white and shiny-ish looking shield, just be aware that that's going to knock your attacks away. But if you want to break it, you just Raven attack through the shield and it just smashes it. So yeah, just keep that in mind with these enemies. They can be a bit annoying. It's mainly like the issue with the shield thing is what you'll find is if you're fighting like a massive group of enemies and these guys are part of the party, they can spoil your fun a lot. Because you'll try and do like an ultimate or something, or you'll try and do some like crazy move and you'll be in some like awesome combo, and then those enemies will just sort of like come along and stand there with the shield up, and they'll just block you from doing loads of stuff. So it can be a bit of a pain in the butt, for sure. These enemies can be also a pain in the butt. I'm going to try and use drill attacks a fair amount. Ideally we want to sort of like see the limb break if possible, so if we can get a limb break like that, we can then finish them off using obliteration. I'm trying to be a little bit nimble here as well, so I'm doing some attacks, but I'm also aware that there's like other enemies around me like while I'm drilling. So I'm trying not to like drill for too long, if that makes sense, because I'm aware that another enemy is going to sort of like pop up behind me and hit me in the back of the head. That animation is so brutal. Anyway, that's one of the missions. Defeat the Doodars, defeat the Tengu. So we're going to head over towards this corner of this area, and if I can, we're going to wall run up. Just make our way across here into the cave. A couple of treasure chests in this cave. Just follow this round. This drops us back into the cave that we was in before. Let us know, video game warriors, how you're getting on with Ninja Gaiden 4 yourself. How's things going? Hopefully well. Hopefully you're enjoying Ninja Gaiden 4. Let us know in the comments. Hopefully you're enjoying this video series as well. Let us know in the comments. If you are enjoying this video series, then do pop the video a like. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos from me. We've got an unreported mission, which is execute the Tengu leaders, which we just did around the corner. So let's hand that bad boy in, and then we can push on forward. This time we can go over the wind current. You can sort of move Yakumo around a little bit if you want to. You don't really get a massive amount of control over the dragonfly glider thing. You basically just press RB and then it just glides over the wind current. That's kind of all there is to it with that. There is a mission, however, on, I can't remember what chapter it is. It's coming up in maybe 1 or 2 chapters where you use the glider a lot, and you have to make sure to not collide with any sort of collision stuff along the dragonfly glider's paths. And then if you avoid every single collision along the thingy, you will get an achievement at the end of the level. But it's not this chapter, so don't worry. For now, we'll cross that bridge when we get there, so to speak. I'm just memory scanning this section to remember what's in here. We have a Gourdie. This type of Gourdie here, I don't think the game has showed us one of these yet, as far as my memory goes. So this is like a sort of purple type Gourdie. And with these ones, if they see you, they will run away. So if we jump down, it will see us and go, nah, I'm out of here. So he's gone, but don't worry, if you just walk away, they'll come back. So with these, specifically, you have to kind of like approach them from the back, approach them from behind. So we're just going to grapple over to that post and then sort of head on up behind the Gourdie, press B, and capture is successful. So that's how we do that one. Just make sure when you make this jump over to the post there, just make sure to sort of like jump outwards away from the Gourdie and then grapple the post, and you should be fine. Now, moving on. So we managed to get ultimate to connect there. That guy was not shielded up, so he didn't block it. Also, that guy was in the middle of an attack, so he didn't have his shield like fully up. Let's just see if we can get another. And also he did not. So ultimate techniques all the way there. Treasure chest against the back wall here, divine life elixir. So grab that, and then we are gonna glider upwards so we can assassinate as well. Let's go for a few drill attacks. Smash through that shield, smash through that shield. These Tengu enemies can be a bit of a pain in the butt. Well, they all can be really, but these ones like do this sort of like fan, sort of like wind attack. So if you see the ones with the fans, just keep in mind they're going to do these sort of like gusts of wind. So just watch out for that. So it can be a bit of a pain. They're kind of like classed as the ranged version of. It's kind of like the soldiers, like the soldiers with the guns and stuff. It's kind of like a soldier with a gun, but it's a Tengu with a fan. It's like the Tengu version of that enemy is essentially what that is. We're going to pop that chest open there. This is find these secret supplies. That's the mission item. We've got a chest there with life elixir and a chest there with divine life elixir. So other than that, we should be all good to go. So we're going to push on forward. I'm just once again sort of like scanning my memory of this chapter because there's quite a lot of hidden treasure chests. One there on the main path, but there is a secret kind of hidden one. If we walk towards this ledge near this green torch and then jump down, there's actually a secret sort of post we can grapple to, and then there's a secret treasure chest tucked away in the corner of these cliffs. So make sure to grab that one. Then we're going to push on forward. RB, RB. Give these guys the old ultimate treatment. Nice. Beautiful. The enemies. Oh no way! I can't believe he's made it back up. I thought he was a gunner for sure. Well, anyway, that'll do the trick. So here we have something tucked away behind where we've just sort of like climbed up. If we follow it around the back here, Purgatory Gate. So let's get ready to rumble. I'm going to go Realm of the Gods, easiest one, jump on in. Once again, let us know in the comments, Video Game Warriors, which tier of difficulty you decide to go for. Let us know what challenge you went for on this Purgatory Gate. Once again, inside the Purgatory Gates, it does not matter if you use items or if you die in the Purgatory Gate section. It doesn't go towards your end of level score, so use whatever items you want. On that note, I'm going to use a War Brew and a defense increase, so attack increase and defense increase, and just go for it. Why not? Just going to smash away. Bit of drill action there. Bit of drill action there. Bit of drill action there. You know the drill. Pun kind of intended there. But so yeah, with this section we're just going to do the old faithful, sort of like use a few raven attacks to break some blocks, and then follow up with some standard attacks. And just use obliteration on any enemies that are kind of you know, straggling around. Let's give that guy the old obliteration technique. We've got a straggler over here. Take him out. And yeah, we'll just smash on through. I think there's like maybe 2 or 3 rounds on this one. So we've got Berserk ready. I'll probably hang on to Berserk for phase 2. See what we get. Ah, the older shield guys. I'm not sure we really need Berserk just yet, to be totally honest, so we might as well just sort of like, I guess, save it for a bit. So we'll focus on the lantern dudes first. I'm just kind of like dodging around and stuff. Focusing on the lantern guys. Now I've got the Tengu jump in, which is probably a good time to Berserk up. Let's go for it. Hopefully that will get some more of the Tengu. This is, now that I've just seen that, this is probably a fantastic place to try and get the achievement for like getting loads of enemies in the one attack with this weapon. So, you know, maybe so brutal, dude. Maybe try and like get a bunch of enemies together here and like try and get your Berserk attack to smash loads of them at the same time. But yeah, nothing too crazy with this section, to be totally fair. It's just slice and dice. I'm essentially just going for the Blood Raven attack for the opener, and then a few basic attacks afterwards to finish the enemy off. There we go. Yeah, so just 2 levels to that one, so not too crazy. Nice. Let us know in the comments how you get on with that Purgatory Gate. Hopefully it's going alright for you. And once again, let us know if it's your first Ninja Gaiden game, if you played Ninja Gaiden before. Or is it your first time jumping into the series? If it is your first time jumping into the series, I highly recommend the other games. Especially, you can get your hands on the Ninja Gaiden Master Collection, which is Ninja Gaiden 1, 2 and 3. So I highly, highly recommend the Ninja Gaiden Master Collection. I've created guides on all of those games, so I don't know if I've mentioned it before in this walkthrough series or not. But I've got a walkthrough series for Ninja Gaiden 1, Ninja Gaiden 2 and Ninja Gaiden 3. Got you covered for like all golden scarabs, you know, all crystal skulls, all that good stuff, you know, boss tactics, enemy tactics, combat tactics, all that. I'm just brain scanning this section to make sure that we are not overlooking anything here. No, so we came in from that way, didn't we? Purgatory Gate was over there. And I don't know if we've grabbed... I thought that was a treasure chest. I thought that we might have overlooked one, but it's just a candle, so... Nope, that's all good. So we went up there, the Purgatory Gate's behind us. The way to go is to ninja flip up this doodah. And then we can progress on forward. Once again, just brain scanning this section to make sure we are all good. I think there's a treasure chest. Here's the one that I was thinking about. I knew there was one somewhere around this section. So we've got a treasure chest over to the right, just before we glide on through. So yeah, once again, it pretty much just does a lot for us. Press RB again to jump back into the next wind current. That's it. That's all there is to it. We're going to pop this chest open, Divine Life Elixir inside. I'm pretty sure we might be sort of like coming up towards the end of the level, possibly. But like I say, it is quite a long level. Other than that, I think we are good. Let's push on forward. I've got like a little checkpoint here, so let's just check in with Tyron and let's see what he's got for us. I think at this point I'm just going to buy all the stuff that he's got, so anything that we don't have I might as well just bag. So parry and then left trigger. We'll grab that. I don't need to practice it, but if you want to practice it, I recommend dropping into training room and practicing all the stuff. Parry and then Y. Let's grab that, and why not? Let's get all these shenanigans. Parry and then left trigger. Perfect fatal flash. Blood raven form. Brilliant. What else we got? Perfect block and then left trigger. Reflect blood raven form. We'll grab that. I think this one's quite tricky. I had to practice it a lot. I would recommend going into the training room for this. So dodge during a combo. Hold right trigger. So after dodging during a combo attack, hold right trigger to continue your combo. So I think that is specifically designed to like keep combos going and try and keep that combo points high, essentially. Perfect dodge and then Y for a follow-up after the perfect dodge. Let's grab it. Why not? So immediately after dodging an enemy's attack, use the momentum from your dodge to launch a quick attack. So just press Y after a perfect dodge. Perfect dodge and then press left trigger. So that's the blood raven form. Let's grab it. That'll do. So that's 23 out of 23. But like I say with Tyron, I'd recommend dropping into training room and just practicing all the stuff when you can do. And reading through the techniques and stuff like that. So we've got an unreported mission here. So find the secret supplies. We got that in that treasure chest a little bit earlier. And we got a black scale as a reward, which is fantastic. Stock up on your lotions and your potions as we progress through this level. So that is that. Also, Video Game Warriors. I've released my own video game on Steam. It's called Loki the Lynx. It's a 2D platformer collectathon where we've got to collect shiny coins and collect shiny keys and rescue Loki's friends from the dastardly Dr. Amygdala. I would massively appreciate it if you pop over and check it out. If you want to support me as a content creator, if you want to support me as a YouTuber, if you want to support me as an indie game developer, then pop over, buy Loki the Lynx, pop it a positive review. Thank you very much. If you do, I'll leave a link in the pinned comment and a link in the video description as well. Thank you so much. So other than that, we are good to go. We're stocked up on lotions and potions. We're going to head on over and let's crack on through this level. I think this is a massive brawl, if memory is serving here. Jump on in. If we can pop an ultimate, we'll go for it. Nice. So once again, we're just going to use like similar kind of tactics to what we've pretty much been doing, which is just use the drill a lot. If you see a straggler, you know, like an enemy that's lost a limb and it's ready for the obliteration, absolutely go for the obliteration, take them out. You'll generally be able to tell, like if you can't specifically see their limbs as such, a lot of the time the enemy will just be covered in blood. So, you know, if you see that, it generally would suggest that that enemy is ready for an obliteration. See what I mean about the wind, the fan? I'm going to lock onto this enemy specifically because it's just a massive pain. And take out the fan Tengu. But yeah, generally, if you see that the enemy is, you know, completely covered in blood, but they're still alive, it, you know, generally suggests that like this enemy is ready for obliteration. So absolutely go for it. So we can get some bloodbath kills here as long as we can connect the attack, which apparently we can't on this guy. Managed to get it at the last second there. Nice, nice. So we just completed a mission there as well, which is use this weapon to defeat 50 demons. So that is that. Let's push on forward. I can't remember if it's this chapter where we have a boss. So that's the way to go over the bridge. So we're going to head this way. We've got 1, 2, and 3 treasure chests tucked away in this corner. So that's all that. And other than that, I think we are cleared here. So let's head on over. Yes, it is this bridge. So yes, with that the bridge collapses and it wraps up this chapter. So I'm going to wrap up this video here. Video Game Warriors, do pop the video a like if you have enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos from me. Pop a comment, let me know how you're getting on with Ninja Gaiden 4. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.